everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Dose. Today, we're asking the question, can my faith improve my mental health? Well, I've got a story for you. When I was in college way back when, I was involved in every activity under the sun. Truly. I mean, not much has changed. I tend to overcommit myself even today. But back in college, wow, did I overdo it. I mean, here I was singing in the choir. I was taking vocal lessons and piano lessons. I had a full schedule of academic work to do. I worked 3 jobs and I was an RA. I tried to join activity after activity and hang out with my friends. Not to mention that I was a faith-filled person. So I tried to get to church when I could, or I went to a Lutheran college, so I tried to get to chapel when I could. But truly, I just overcommitted. Anyone else out there like that? You are my people. Well, one particular semester, I just had really difficult classes. So difficult, I had never experienced that kind of difficult in the academic world before. And I was having such a hard time. I got so down on myself. You see, I encountered all of this work and I found that I was having trouble keeping up. It was a trouble I had never experienced before. I had always been a go-getter and an overcommitter, but I would follow through and I would dazzle people with how much I could accomplish. But here I was in this semester struggling to keep up. The work was so hard and so intense, I felt like I couldn't do it. And I really started to struggle. And with that struggle came a different struggle. I started to question my own self-worth. And soon I was in the spiral of a mental health crisis, really. My mental health was really suffering. It was really suffering. I went to my girlfriends and I said, listen, this semester is kicking my butt. That's how I put it. It's kicking my butt. But really, so much more was happening than just a butt kicking. And my girlfriends, they said this, listen, you need to take care of yourself. Like, your mental health is important. And I agree. My mental health is important. I could tell. And they said, you need to do some self-care. Listen, you need to go to the spa. I was like, oh, okay, well, if that's what I need to do, then sure, I'll go to the spa. So I saved up some money and I went and I got my nails done and I got a massage. And truly, I tell you, that day I did feel better. I walked back to campus and my body felt calm and relaxed. I felt cute with my cute nails. I was feeling pretty good. And as I walked back into the dorm and I saw my desk that had all my books open, my computer open, all of these sticky notes all over of all the things I needed to accomplish, suddenly I was just back into that place of dread. I think we hear a lot about self-care these days. And I'll tell you what, during that semester, I learned a lot about self-care. You see, I think on the internet when we read about self-care or in a magazine when we talk about self-care and what it means to take care of our mental wellness, what we read is things like go to the spa or take a mental health day or take a break, maybe take a nap. I think all of those things can be great things. In fact, they certainly helped me on that day I was feeling really down. But here's what I learned about mental health, is that self-care practices like those are great. They're great pick-me-ups. But for the long term, they don't help. For the long term, they don't offer solutions. What I learned about self-care during that time is that self-care needs to be a daily practice of getting enough sleep, drinking enough water during the day, carving out time for your relationships, preparing for the upcoming day to make sure that it includes a healthy meal, taking your medication on a daily basis. Those are the kinds of things that create long-term results. Faith is kind of like this. Can you have a great faith if you never go to church or never attend a Bible study? Sure. There are many people that are faithful that don't attend those things. When they do attend, though, there's a spark. Just like when I went to the spa, I felt great in that moment. And then soon after, it kind of fades away into the background. But Jesus has another plan for us. In fact, Paul, when he is writing to all these new churches just after the resurrection of Jesus, he says something in Romans that is one of my favorite verses. It's Romans 12:12. And it's be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and keep on praying. You see, Paul knows something. Paul knows that sure, we can get great doses of faith when we have mountaintop experiences with Jesus, like the one that he had on the side of the road. But what he knows is that our faith grows so much deeper when it's in our everyday life. When we do things like go to worship on a daily basis, when we do things like praying on a daily basis, those are the things that have an impact on our faith in a really, really deep way. And so in that way, faith shows us how to take care of ourselves. Our faith in Jesus and Scripture tells us how we can take care of not only growing our faith in Jesus Christ, but also can inspire us to take care of ourselves. So in that, yes, faith can definitely improve your mental health. Thanks for joining us on the Daily Dose today. We're so glad that you tuned in, and we'll hope to see you again.